If the scale suddenly stopped moving, if you lost 5 pounds and then nothing, if you're lifting, walking, eating high protein, low carbs, and controlling portions, if you're doing everything right and the scale just flat out stopped, I promise you, your metabolism did not break overnight. Hey, it's your pal, the Dancing Housewife, and welcome to the Dancing Housewife Podcast. Today's episode is for the mature female dancer, especially those of us who are post-menopausal, who are training hard, eating well, doing all the right things, and still feeling stuck, whether it's weight, energy level, or the ability to sleep. First things first, take a deep breath, and before you start second-guessing what's going on, hear me out. Nothing is broken. Your metabolism did not suddenly shut down overnight. Your body is not working against you. In fact, it's responding exactly the way a healthy, intelligent body is designed to respond in this season of life. Today, we'll unpack what's really happening, and then I'll give you practical, menopause-smart tweaks that actually work. If you started out trying to lose weight by going low-carb, here's what's happening. Low carbohydrates deplete glycogen. Glycogen holds water. When glycogen drops, water drops. Boom. The scale moves really quickly at first. It feels amazing, but that early drop, it's mostly water weight. It's not fat. Now you're in the real phase, fat loss. And fat loss is slower. It's quieter. It's less dramatic. 5 days of no movement on the scale after a big initial drop is not a plateau. It's just stabilization. And if you've been lifting every day, especially if you ramped up intensity, your body is repairing muscle constantly. Muscle repair causes temporary inflammation. Inflammation causes water retention. That water is literally masking the fat loss that's taking place. You can be losing fat while the scale appears stuck. This is especially true if you feel lighter, if your clothes fit better, if you're stronger in the gym. The scale is not always telling the whole truth. Now let's address how menopause changes weight loss. Lower estrogen changes the hormonal environment. Insulin sensitivity shifts, cortisol matters much more, recovery and sleep become non-negotiable. And here's the hard truth. More effort does not equal more fat loss anymore. Smarter effort does. Fat loss after menopause is hormone-driven, not willpower-driven. Now let's talk about cortisol and why it matters so much. Cortisol isn't the enemy, though. In fact, it's what gets your competitive juices flowing so you can perform your best when you're on the dance floor. It helps you wake up, focus, push through tough workouts, lessons, practices, and handle stress when you need it most. But here's the catch. Cortisol is meant to spike and then come back down. When you lift every day, add high-intensity workouts because the scale stalled, when you slash calories or obsessively check the scale, your body doesn't see that as fat loss effort, it sees it as stress. And for mature and postmenopausal women, the body is much more sensitive to stress signals. When cortisol stays elevated, your body holds onto water, insulin sensitivity drops, your appetite signals get all weird, fat storage, especially around your midsection, becomes easier. So what happens? You work harder, you eat less, you add more cardio and sleep less, and the scale doesn't budge. Sometimes it even goes up, not because you gained fat, but because your nervous system feels under threat. And when your nervous system feels under threat, it hangs onto fat for survival. This is why resets matter. Recovery is not lazy. Rest days are not weakness. Carbohydrate refeeds are not cheating. They are hormonal safety signals. When you sleep 7 to 8 hours, when you walk at an easy pace, when you lift with intention but not to exhaustion, when you eat enough protein and strategic consumption of carbohydrates, when you take at least one full nervous system rest day, you tell your body, we are safe, we are fueled, we are not under attack. And that's when fat loss resumes, especially in the final 10 pounds. This is the shift from punishment-based fat loss to hormone-aligned fat loss. For grown adult women, that shift changes everything. Now, you may be thinking, all this information is great, but how do I jumpstart my metabolism and start losing weight again? Number 1, stop lifting every day. I know, this feels counterintuitive. Instead, lift 3 to 4 days per week. You should do what works for you, but don't lift more than 2 days in a row. Here's my schedule. I do upper body on Mondays and Fridays. I do lower body on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I keep my sessions to 45 to 60 minutes, including a warm-up and cool down, and I make the intensity challenging but not exhausting. You should leave your workouts energized, not wrecked for the rest of the day. If you feel wired, shaky, or ravenous afterward, that's a stress response. It means you've done too much. Recovery is where fat loss hormones do their job. No recovery equals stalled progress. Number 2, add 1 strategic carbohydrate refeed day per week. Yes, even if you're low carb, once a week, add 100 to 150 grams of carbs. Sweet potatoes, rice, oats, fruit, berries. Keep your protein high, but you can lower your fats that day to keep yourself in the right caloric range. This helps leptin production, which is a fat loss signaling hormone. It helps your thyroid output, and it improves your workout performance and your dancing. The scale might go up 1 to 2 pounds the next day, but don't freak out. That's water. 2 or 3 days later, many people see a drop. It signals to your body, we're safe. You can let go of this fat. Number 3, protein. Eat 25 to 35 grams per meal per day, which is about what fits in the palm of your hand. Protein at breakfast is critical, and eggs are a superfood. Too little protein slows down metabolism. Too much protein without enough calories can raise stress hormones. Balance matters. Number 4, walking. Walking is metabolic gold. Target 7,000 to 10,000 steps per day and make it an easy conversational pace. Walk with a friend, walk your dog, walk with your spouse. Preferably outdoors because natural sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythms, which helps your sleep. Walking lowers cortisol, it improves insulin sensitivity, it supports fat loss without stress, and it's your secret weapon. Number 5, now we're going to talk about sleep because sleep is not optional at our age. If you're sleeping under 7 hours, fat loss is going to stall. You may even gain weight. Sleep is metabolic medicine, and you can't out-diet poor sleep. Here's the science. The biggest pulse of human growth hormone, HGH, which is one of your body's key fat-burning and repair hormones, happens at night, typically between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Less sleep not only means a drop in HGH, it induces a rise in cortisol. This combination results in slower recovery, harder muscle retention, and slower fat loss. So, focus on your sleep. Keep a consistent bedtime, get morning sunlight to improve your rhythms, and no intense late-night workouts, and stay away from screens right before bed. No blue light. Remember, there's no workaround for poor sleep. Now let's talk about what not to do. Do not slash calories. Do not add high-intensity workouts to speed up fat loss. Do not panic and change everything at once. Do not assume your metabolism is damaged. You have to be patient. Assuming there's a problem is how many women get stuck for years. Your body doesn't need punishment. It needs clear, consistent signals. If this episode hit home, if you're navigating frustration or that mental spiral when the scale stops moving, I'm putting together mental performance training workshops specifically for women who want to help manage these stalls in weight loss and incorporate healthy living without being in the panic mode. If you're interested, leave a comment and be sure to include your email address, or you can email me directly at thedancinghousewife@gmail.com. Sometimes the scale isn't the problem. The mindset around the scale is. Finally, if this episode helped you, please share it with a friend, comment, like, and subscribe so more dancing housewives can train smarter, not harder, and experience the full joy of ballroom dance. This is the Dancing Housewife signing off, and until next time, happy dancing!